Mickey Morning in the Clubhouse is pretty great. This is an episode of me and Mickey from the 4th season, or the 1st season of me and Mickey in the Clubhouse Plus, and as always I will explain what happens in this and share some thoughts. I love to see how educational this is for particularly younger viewers. As somebody who grew up watching a lot of television, I like to see how educational it can be. And there's one thing in this in particular that I thought was a really great idea. So it starts off with Mickey waking up in the morning. He has on adorable pajamas. I love the room decor. I love the furniture designs. It's really, really good fun. And then he cleans his teeth for 2 minutes, which is always a great lesson. And then he asks the viewer to help him choose some clothing. And the options are a fireman outfit, his Fantasia outfit, and of course his classic Mickey shorts. And then, and this is a bit that I really, really love, he has some time to play in the morning, and I feel like many children have time to play, particularly when it's not a school day, and he says that he needs to set an alarm on his phone to remind him to eat breakfast once he's done playing. And I love that so much. I'm a big fan, a big advocate of putting the responsibility to the child so they feel like they're in control of the situation. So if Mickey is the one setting the alarm, he has set his own timer. I mean, granted, the time will probably be dictated by the parent or anybody who's looking after the child, but he has set his own alarm and he will play until the alarm sounds. It's completely, seemingly, in his control, and I love that. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And certainly today there are many ways for children to set alarms, whether they have an old-fashioned timer or even a kitchen timer or of course iPads and things. So I think that was a really great thing to include. And if Mickey Mouse is able to stop playing when he hears the timer, then hopefully it will encourage younger viewers as well. And then he plays and he invites the viewer to take part in a car and horse race, and he asks the viewer to be the horse. And I really like how it was animated. It did feel like we were there alongside him, and this part of it takes place in the clubhouse, of course. And then the alarm sounds and he goes to breakfast, and we go in the kitchen, and it's really sweet and it's good fun and it feels realistic. Well, the only thing that I don't agree with is that he got dressed before having his breakfast, and I'm 100% against that as a concept, because it's probably not accurate, but I feel like you're more likely to spill your food down you if you get dressed before having your breakfast. Maybe that says more about me than anybody else. I feel like he should have got dressed after his breakfast. But in terms, also cleaning teeth as well, I'm also 100% against cleaning your teeth before you've had your breakfast. A, your food's going to taste minty. B, you're going off to school or wherever you're going with your breakfast stuck in between your teeth. So realistically, I think this is ordered in kind of the wrong way. Maybe it should have been wake up, have your breakfast, set an alarm to play so that once the alarm goes off you need to do your teeth and then get dressed. That is the most logical order. But there will be people who wake up, get dressed, do their teeth, play and then have breakfast. But personally I think that's a recipe for disaster. But generally speaking, it's brilliantly put together. The animation's great. I think there are a lot of great takeaways in this, a lot of opportunities for young viewers in particular to see Mickey Mouse behaving in ways that are great. Getting dressed without fuss. I know not every child likes to get dressed. Cleaning his teeth for at least 2 minutes. And of course, setting the timer and going to breakfast, knowing that when the timer goes off, it's time to stop playing. So I think that it has a lot to offer here. And ultimately, Mickey Morning in the Clubhouse is a decent episode of me and Mickey.